Okay, so as you all know, there's going to be a lot of problems with security as far as the casino proposal. So what we want to figure out is how we're going to prevent all the thefts and robberies that are going to occur with having this casino, having such a large money bank. It's going to attract several thieves and robbers. So what are some of the ways we can address some of these issues?
Well, as far as volunteers are concerned, we're going to make sure that all the volunteers have photo ID badges, so whenever they're handling money or making sure they're the right person and that is supposed to be handling that part of the...
Okay, that's good. What about something like RFID chips or...
As far as the casino goes, they should use RFID poker chips to track them so people aren't bringing in outside ones or stealing them.
Good idea. So how about sharing the risk with the casino rather than just assuming all risks for the Riverfest? We could have the casino provide their own security officers, making sure that they have insurance just in case something does happen. It's not completely us that's liable. They have their own insurance. That pretty much covers it.
So the good weather this weekend will be just in time for this year's Riverfest.
Speaking of the Riverfest, there's been a lot of controversy about the new casino that they're having at the Riverfest, and we actually have Tara Bond here reporting from Riverfest to talk about the casino.
Thanks, ladies. I'm down here at Riverfest, and as you can see behind me, there's many people from the Anti-Gambling League down here protesting against having the casino at Riverfest this year, saying things like gambling is evil and it leads to crime and mothers against gambling and that it causes bankruptcy, all things to be concerned about. But I spoke with a representative from Riverfest and the casino earlier, and they wanted to make sure that people knew that they were very concerned about the protest and the things that people were saying about it, and they are going to take cautions to keep families and children from being exposed, from the negative exposure to the gambling, by doing things like having very limited hours to the casino on the river, like having it open after 10 p.m. so that there are not lots of families and kids there.
Thank you, Tara. We'll see if that solves the problem.
I'm not going to Riverfest this year. How about you?
Definitely not. I'm not taking my kids to a Riverfest where there's a casino and all that money leads to theft, bankruptcies and violence. Nope, not doing it.
Yeah, so our next report will be on the weather for Little Rock this coming weekend.
There's always the risk that there might be a clash between the vendors and the casino. I mean, the casino would be the biggest competitor to the vendors in the history of this event. And possible issues that could arise here are customers want to spend their money at the casino instead of going to the vendors, because possibly the casino you can pay for cash, but at the vendors you still have to use river money, so the customers might not want to do that. Another issue along with river money is customers just might be confused as to what they have to use where. I mean, you'd have them having to spend the river cash at all the vendors except for the artists who are selling their stuff. Some of them accept cash, and then you'd have the casino, they can accept cash, but then they'd have to change it for chips. I mean, I'm just getting confused talking about it right now. So let's play out an example of possible issues that could arise. One vitamin water.
That'll be $3 river dollars.
Wait, can I pay with regular dollars? That's all I have.
You can exchange your regular dollars for river dollars at the front gate.
I can't do it right here? Like, I can't give you the cash right now?
We only accept river dollars.
Are you kidding me? I should have just gone to Coffee Emporium to get it. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to go to the casino. I heard they accept cash. That's a lot better. I don't want to mess around with river dollars. You can have your vitamin water. All right, let's do some gambling. I'll take $200 worth of chips.
Okay.
Here's
Actually,
river money.
we only accept cash for casino tips. We don't accept river money.
Are you serious? I just went all the way, halfway across this whole festival to get freaking river money because I tried to buy stupid vitamin water and she told me I couldn't. I need river money, so I get river money. And now I'm coming here because I want to gamble. And now you tell me that I just spent $200 on river money and I can't even buy chips with it?
Sorry.
No, give me the chips.
We only accept cash.
This is outrageous. I quit.
So what are you doing this weekend, Tara?
I'm going down to the Riverfest. What are you doing?
Oh, really? I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go to Riverfest this year since they're bringing in the casino. I mean, it's really losing its family orientation, and there's not going to be the same emphasis on cultural and visual arts that there was in previous years.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the effect that it's going to have on the festival overall.
Right. I mean, it's kind of a catastrophic risk that patrons aren't going to come at all. And I think that's pretty likely that it's going to occur, that there aren't going to be the same number of people who want to go.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And like the Anti-Gambling League has been going into all the evils of gambling and talking about how it's going against Riverfest's mission to promote community and have a good family environment. So
Yeah, we'll have to see.
So let's talk about some of the risks that Riverfest brought to us.
Okay, so first we realized that it has a lot of negativity with it, and that it's a high significance because it will cause people to not be as interested in it, and it's pretty likely that that will happen with the Anti-Gambling League and people protesting it with angry parents and their children, having their children be exposed to that.
Yeah.
And Riverfest could continue with having the casino vote, but just have very limited hours so that children and families aren't being exposed to the gambling and the casino.
I guess one of the other risks would be security because of all the money that's going to be there because of the casino. They have to have a huge bank with cash and chips, etc. That significance is high, or the significance is high because it could pretty much ruin us, or ruin the Riverfest. Likelihood is also high. There's going to be a lot of thefts and thieves and robbers that are attracted. So the way that we can respond or tell Dan Tilbury to respond to it is by reducing it, getting RFID chips, photo ID badges. We can also share the risk with the casino. They can provide security officers, and that's pretty much it.
You bring up a good point, Stella. I think that the risk that there's going to be a clash between the business, the vendors, the business they do, and the casino itself is going to be moderate. And the reason I didn't choose a higher risk is because, yeah, you're probably going to have some losses on the side of the vendors where people are going to spend more of their money at the casino. But we figure the casino is going to get people to spend even more money than they would have originally just with the vendors. So yeah, we're losing money with the vendors, but we think we're going to make up, at least for a significant part of it, from the added business that the casino is going to bring. So we're going to put this financial impact at moderate risk. However, we think it's very high chance that it's going to occur. We predict that if we do allow the casino to be there, this is probably going to be the deal. And also, with the river money, people are going to get confused when you have so many places. You don't know whether you can spend cash or river money there, and so that's probably going to anger them. But we think the fact that the casino is going to bring in some more money offsets some of that risk. It kind of hedges it a little bit, so we put that at moderate. Our strategy, however, is going to be to reduce this risk. We can do this in many different ways. For instance, instead of having the casino sell beverages and foods in their own place, you can lease that out to the vendors. And so the vendors aren't really as mad with the casino itself because the vendors are the ones who are allowed to go in and sell on the boat. And you can do different things like, for instance, oh gosh, you can allow cash to be placed everywhere at the festival, and then but you would have to institute whole new security measures with the cash. So there are different ways that we can do this, but we definitely want to reduce this risk if we allow the casino.
And so the final risk we want to look at really ties back to Riverfest's mission. The whole thing that Riverfest is trying to do is create this family-oriented environment that promotes visual and cultural arts, and education. So they put a lot of time into formulating their mission, and so we need to look at how them going against the mission by bringing in the casino is going to impact their patrons, and they'll probably lose a lot of people who want to come to the event now. So Terry, you were talking about with the negative PR, that's going to be a big issue. With security, that's a big issue. And as far as like cash management with the river chips. So all of these factor into how Riverfest may lose a lot of their patrons. So I think our recommendation should be, we see that it's a catastrophic risk, because if you lose your customers, you really can't be in business. And there's a high likelihood of it occurring with the anti-gambling league being so adamant that the casino is bad for the community. So I think what we should probably do is avoid this risk altogether and just not allow the casino to dock at Riverfest. What do you guys think?
I agree. I mean, if we let this casino in, it totally changes our event. I mean, you lose the family friendliness, and it completely changes what we're about. I don't think we should let this casino in.
Also, it'll hurt profits because we're trying to get back to the city, whereas the casino is only giving us 20% of their profits, so we're losing money there, technically.
And it totally goes against the mission statement with the family and the family-oriented celebration and recreational and educational.
Right, and we have so many volunteers who contribute their time to Riverfest that they may not be as willing to give their time if, we've kind of got conflicting goals with the casino and Riverfest operating at the same time.
Yep.
I think this sounds good. Should we present this to band tomorrow?
Yep. Yeah, I agree.